Where is the teaser to Avatar Fire and Ash? That is the question on everybody's mind, and a question I get asked often in my comments. The honest answer is we simply just don't know yet. But let's speculate based on some information we currently know. Avatar Theory here, hope you're doing well and having a fantastic day. And as I mentioned, everybody's been asking when we will see the first teaser to Avatar Fire and Ash. If we look at The Way of Water, by this time, the year the movie was released, we already got our first teaser to the movie, which was attached to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And many, including myself, speculated that the teaser to Fire and Ash will be attached to the Thunderbolts, but unfortunately it was not. I saw the Thunderbolts on the 30th of April, and there was no teaser to the third movie attached to the Thunderbolts. And just a quick spoiler-free thoughts on the Thunderbolts. It was a good movie, not great. It had some fantastic action set pieces, but the movie wrapped up very quickly. However, if you are going to see it, do stay until the very end credit scene, because it's quite an important one. Now, jumping back to Avatar, there has been no announcements or posts hinting at when we will see the actual teaser, so everything I'm about to discuss is simply speculation, theorizing, and just, I guess, guesswork. But at the time of making this video, we do know one thing, that the next issue of Empire magazine, the July issue, which has the cover of Jurassic World Rebirth, does have Fire and Ash written in red on bright yellow background, stating Zoe Saldana on Neytiri's return. And if you go onto the article itself, they do say, quote, "Also inside this issue, we take a world exclusive look at the first official still from Avatar Fire and Ash," end quote. Now, my guess would be that this still is probably Neytiri, because she is essentially the face of Avatar, and it would make sense that the article is about Neytiri and then it shows her as the first still. But jumping onto the marketing for Avatar The Way of Water, as mentioned, that teaser was attached to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, as the official Avatar account even tweeted that about just over a week before the teaser trailer dropped on YouTube. That teaser officially released on May the 9th, which is, funny enough, a day after the July issue of Empire magazine releases this year. That issue is set to release on May the 8th, and one thing I noticed about Jurassic World Rebirth, I know I'm jumping back and forth between some information, so do bear with me on this one, but Vanity Fair gave us our first look in an article at Jurassic World Rebirth, which was on February the 4th, 2025, and interestingly enough, the first teaser to Jurassic World Rebirth dropped the day after on February the 5th. Is it possible that we're gonna get our first exclusive look at Avatar Fire and Ash in the July issue of Empire magazine, which releases on May the 8th, and then on May the 9th we get our first teaser? That would essentially be the same date the teaser to The Way of Water released, which was, as mentioned, May the 9th. So if it follows the same path, then it's possible that we can see the first teaser to Avatar Fire and Ash on May the 9th, which is on a Friday this year. But the fact that there's been no announcements or talks from any of the official accounts about the teaser makes me wonder if we won't see the teaser much later. I mean, when the teaser trailer to Avatar The Way of Water released, not only did Cameron himself post a tweet about it on May the 9th, but Walt Disney also posted a tweet with the poster to Avatar The Way of Water. So whenever the teaser trailer will release, we will probably get the poster as well. Now, we know that Avatar is a fairly big movie, so I don't think they will just shadow drop the teaser. And looking at the upcoming movies where they could possibly promote this, specifically related to Disney, the next big one is Lilo and Stitch, which is releasing on the 23rd of May, and we know that is going to be a fairly big movie. And then after that, of course, on the 23rd of July is Fantastic Four. In between, there's going to be other big movies like Megan 2.0, Jurassic World Rebirth, Superman, but of course none of those are Disney movies, so I can see that they would rather stick to their own movies. Now, if they do drop the teaser in front of Fantastic Four First Steps, that would be quite a late teaser, because essentially that would be 5 months before the movie releases. However, if you look at Jurassic World Rebirth, the first teaser was released on February the 5th, and the movie is coming out on July the 2nd, which is roughly 5 months. So it is possible that we can get the teaser very, very late, which would give magazines like Empire Magazine, like Vanity Fair, Hollywood Reporter, and some other media companies opportunities to maybe bring more stills, maybe bring some more behind the scenes images for Avatar: The Way of Water ahead of its actual teaser. So I can also see a situation where we would see the teaser drop very, very late. And also, if it's announced that the first teaser to Avatar: Fire and Ash would be attached to Fantastic Four, that would also bring more seats into watching that movie. We know already that Fantastic Four is going to be a very big movie, probably crossing the 1 billion mark, so that would also bring more eyes on Avatar: Fire and Ash. And if they want to do the same thing where they attach the teaser trailer to the movie, that being on the 23rd of July, and then do a online teaser in YouTube, then the teaser would be publicly released at the end of July, which would be the 30th of July. So essentially, the dates that I'm speculating is the 9th of May, which is the day after the Empire Magazine gives us our first look at Avatar: Fire and Ash, the 23rd of July, which is the release date of Fantastic Four, or the 30th of July, which is a week after the movie releases, which would then be the public release of the teaser. Those are currently my 3 dates that I'm speculating, that I'm guessing, but of course I have no concrete evidence proving to that. It's only looking at previous events from other movies and some of the marketing from The Way of Water. But of course I could be completely wrong, and at the end of May, maybe in the beginning of June, they could have a big event and do like a whole countdown or something, and then release the teaser to Avatar: Fire and Ash. But like I said, I don't think they will just randomly drop the teaser, because the movie itself is just too big for a random shadow drop. But what do you think about those 3 dates? Do you think the teaser will be attached to an upcoming movie like Fantastic Four? Do you think it will be randomly dropped after an article diving deep into the movie? Or do you think they will do a shadow drop for Avatar: Fire and Ash? Let me know in the comments below, and for more Avatar content, have a look at the rest of my channel. Until next time, have a fantastic day and stay safe.